Yeah, welcome to Odin Quest. This game, um, very obscure game, but it is with Norse mythology. And well, my sister is now in Norway, so good reason to build this game. Uh, I was at this just discussed the realms, general setup. The nature of the game is to roll dice against foes, and yeah, there will be some dice mitigation, which I will show later. And this is the foe deck, and this is the symbol Nordic rune for foe. So on Surtur, you can all read on Wikipedia about all these names. They are from the mythology, and Surtur was one of the possible. I think it was an island, a planet eater, and he was more or less capable of bringing down the Allfather, but never in his home world. There's also another enemy, and Dark Elfir, so that's Dark Elfir is a dark elf, of course, and Gnipahellir and Grimdosar, that's Frost Giant, and of course you have the Fire Giant. So it's a little bit like Skyrim or something. The Ganger, so yeah, something in that. A terrible giant bird or something jazzy. Well, this is Icelandic or something. These runes, I pronounce them as the Arabic language, but not sure how to pronounce them, of course. Maybe it's a joke. So you see here these semicircle things. It's a lot of art, but these symbols are, of course, important. The center thing is it is a condition that forbids you to play cards from your hand. Of course, when you have a conflict, like with a foe, you have to battle him. And some cards in your hand may have this symbol, and this symbol forbids you to play that element. So you cannot use those cards. The red things here are the dice values that you roll. So you roll 7 dice, and then you sort them in order. And the fourth is taken out. So the white thing is taken out, and so you have more, in general, more extreme values this way. This one will have more extreme high values, for example. Now, if you win the combat, you gain this as a reward. So left is a reward, and if you lose the combat, this is your penalty. So as you can see, it works with dots and other symbols here. So that's a bit the idea of the game. So you go across the world and battle foes. Of course, that would not be fun all alone, so there is an ally deck also of 12 cards. And these are allies, so they have more or less the same kind of symbols. Hell, and Dvergar, so it's a dwarf. Tyr, Jössafer, Jurt, Heimdallr, Sif, Nornir, and Huldra, and Vidar, and Schoffen. So same kind of symbols. But I'm not really sure how to apply these as an ally. Maybe you have to gain them as an ally. And apparently some dice here are taken out and some dice are used. Maybe if you fail to convince them to become your ally, then you suffer dice loss, something like that. Not really sure how it works, of course. But yeah, since there are no playthroughs and no descriptions, we have to, yeah, it's bleeding edge technology, as they say in IT. Now there are also wards, really nice cards. So use just your basic office printer, or convince someone or bribe someone to use the office printer. And for yourself then use a rounder cutter, so they look really nice. So what is a ward? Ward is things with reroll any of your pairs of doubles, so things with dice rolls. Jugenin Munir, and Idun's Apple. You turn one removed action card to your hand, so we'll see what an action card is. But you want some hand management. Use to clear all doom omens from each. So that's one of the... what was it? The 13 black. These are the doom tokens, or the doom omens. And they influence your chances of success on that particular world. Then we have a lot of symbols. I forgot already what the iconography was. Smaller than 1 means it is a one-time ward. Okay, and this is activate your dice except the lowest. Oh, sorry. Meaning more Valsalla. From action cards played in your encounter, use 2 special actions this turn. So yeah, you get the idea. World adjacency. So the active realm is where you are, where your token is. Adjacent to the one you occupy, remove one foe of your choice, and then remove this ward. So the worlds influence each other, or the realms, if you will. So that's ward. Of course, I have no idea how to gain a ward. Then there are events. Each world has an event. So Ginugagap, add one foe face down to each light world. And Legin Kunner, shuffle each of the draw decks and then discard this event. Fafnir's Greed. So this was Greed symbol, and these 3 things, I don't know what they are. So this was something like target. Don't remember what it was. Stillness in Jarnvider and Nostrand. Yeah, lots of crows. Grafnir Singer. That's to do with doom omens, and I see I didn't cut this correctly, but it will have to do. Fair Dandy of the Nornir. Add 1 randomly drawn omen to each dark world. Omens of the Volvur. Discard any active events in the realms as well as this event. Shuffle these cards into deck and deal a replacement. So yeah, you have some card manipulation to do. Draw 3 ally cards. Okay, so this is how to draw ally cards. So that's events that can they are randomly placed on each world in the circle. Of course, we have conflicts. And what is a conflict? This is the conflicts deck. Let's flip them for showcasing, and I'll repair it later. So sorcery, no special actions or allies may be used during this encounter. I don't know what this number means. I'll have to look that up, but 10, 5 seem to be unique. No, 5 was duplicate. So yeah, it influences and restricts what you can do during a turn. So if you have an enemy with conflict card, that conflict card will influence the battle. It changes the rules. So this foe will reroll all doubles once after determining the foe's encounter total. So that gives quite a bit of randomness for yeah, keeping the combat a bit more entertaining. The action cards. This is, they all look like Odin Quest, and these are the interesting cards, of course, that you hold in your hands. You start with them, and maybe you lose them during the game. So you can remove 3 dice. You can remove 1 die. You can remove a die. Something like that. It has a symbol. So one of these enemies, if they have this symbol, you cannot play this card. As you can see, there are different symbols. And yeah, they have all kinds of abilities. That is how the gods will empower you for your quest, for which Odin should have done. So that is a bit the general idea of Odin Quest, how to build it, and next up I'll hope to make a playthrough. Okay, bye.